In today's video, we're diving into something that could completely change how you interact with women, build relationships, and even enhance your overall life. Imagine using an ancient secret, one that has been passed down for thousands of years, to not only capture attention, but make women genuinely obsessed with you in a meaningful, positive way. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about becoming the best version of yourself by applying timeless wisdom that stood the test of time. So stick around, because this is one powerful tool you don't want to miss. Section 1. The Power of Stoicism. Let's dive deep into one of the most influential philosophies that have stood the test of time: Stoicism. For over 2,000 years, Stoicism has shaped the minds of powerful leaders, thinkers, and individuals who've lived extraordinary lives. And what's amazing is that its principles can completely reshape your own life. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is Stoicism? It's not about suppressing your emotions, becoming indifferent, or trying to be some cold, detached person. No, Stoicism is about something much deeper. It's about mastering yourself, becoming aware of your thoughts, and learning how to respond to the world around you. Life will throw challenges your way, but Stoicism teaches you that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we always have control over how we react to it. The Stoics were well aware of this. Ancient thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't just sit around writing philosophical books. These were people who faced adversity, hardship, and even danger on a daily basis, yet they built resilience, mental clarity, and emotional strength. They didn't just philosophize, they lived by these principles and showed the world how to cultivate focus, discipline, and inner peace, even in the toughest times. And what makes Stoicism so timeless is that these principles still work today. They are as relevant now as they were centuries ago. In fact, if you look at successful individuals in any field, whether in business, relationships, or leadership, you'll find that many of them unknowingly embody Stoic principles. The ability to keep calm, stay focused, and maintain discipline in a world full of distractions is more valuable than ever. But let's get specific. How does Stoicism particularly play a role in your relationships, especially with women? How can these ancient philosophies actually make you more attractive, magnetic, and charismatic? Section 2. The ancient secret that works. The answer lies in one key Stoic principle that is incredibly powerful: amor fati. This Latin phrase translates to love of fate. Now that might sound abstract at first, but let me break it down for you. Amor fati is all about accepting and embracing everything that happens to you, whether it's the good, the bad, or the downright ugly. It's not about fighting against life's challenges or wishing things were different. Instead, it's about understanding that every single experience, no matter how difficult, contributes to your growth as a person. It teaches you to love life, not just the easy parts, but even the struggles and hardships, because they shape you into a stronger and wiser individual. Now, why is this principle so powerful when it comes to relationships? Why would it make women obsessed with you? Here's the thing. When you live by amor fati, you stop wasting energy on complaining, worrying, or trying to control things that are completely beyond your reach. Instead, you focus on what you can control: your mindset, your response, and your actions. This ability to stay calm, composed, and confident no matter what life throws your way is incredibly attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who are emotionally stable, resilient, and who handle life's challenges with grace. You see, when you embrace the idea of loving your fate, accepting the ups and downs of life, you exude a certain confidence. You become someone who is not easily shaken, someone who isn't fazed by external circumstances, and that confidence, combined with emotional stability, creates an effortless charm that others, especially women, find magnetic. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself attracted to someone who was calm under pressure, who had a clear sense of purpose, or who seemed to know how to navigate the ups and downs of life without getting overly emotional? That's the energy Stoicism cultivates, and that's why it's so powerful in building meaningful, attractive relationships. But here's the real kicker. When you live by these principles, it also shows that you're living a life of intention. You're not just reacting to the world. You're actively creating your own narrative. You're not defined by your circumstances, but by how you choose to respond to them. And that level of control over yourself is not just inspiring, it's irresistible. Section 3. Applying amor fati in your life. Now let's break it down. How exactly can you use amor fati in your life to not only become a more attractive man, but also draw women to you in the most respectful, authentic way possible? Embrace the present moment. First off, one of the most powerful things you can do is embrace the present moment. Women are naturally drawn to men who are fully present in their interactions. This means that when you're with them, you're not distracted by your phone, lost in thoughts about the future, or caught up in regrets about the past. Instead, you're right there in the moment, completely focused on them. When you adopt the mindset of amor fati, you begin living in the now. You start seeing every moment as an opportunity, whether it's a quiet conversation, a shared experience, or even a challenge that comes your way. People around you can feel your presence, and this makes them feel valued and respected. There's something incredibly magnetic about someone who is present and fully engaged in what's happening right in front of them. This is a trait that women especially admire because it shows that you're not just looking to get something from the interaction, you're enjoying and valuing it for what it is. And when you're living in the moment, it's hard not to be drawn to that kind of energy. Develop emotional resilience. Next, let's talk about emotional resilience. Amor fati teaches you to face adversity head-on and not let challenges completely shake you. Life can be tough and relationships can get complicated, but when you embrace the idea that every setback or obstacle is just part of your journey, it changes how you handle difficult situations. When you encounter a challenge, you don't whine, you don't panic, and you certainly don't crumble. Instead, you face it, process it, and learn from it. Women find this incredibly attractive because it demonstrates maturity, strength, and the ability to handle whatever life throws at you. Of course, this doesn't mean that you have to hide your emotions or pretend that you don't feel anything. It's about managing your feelings in a way that shows inner strength. When you can calmly navigate tough times, it sends a message that you can handle anything, which is something women deeply respect and are naturally drawn to. Stop seeking approval. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to stop seeking external validation. It's human nature to want approval, but when you live a life where you no longer rely on others to affirm your worth, it's incredibly freeing. You become comfortable in your own skin, no longer dependent on constant reassurance or validation from those around you. When you stop seeking approval, you stop putting pressure on yourself to perform or act in a way that pleases others. You know who you are, and you're confident in your own value. This confidence isn't born from arrogance or superiority. It comes from an authentic self-assurance. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally self-sufficient, who don't need constant validation, and who can be comfortable being themselves. When you no longer seek approval, you naturally become more attractive because you radiate a sense of security and independence that others find magnetic. Become the best version of yourself. Another critical application of amor fati is working toward becoming the best version of yourself. The Stoics were not just thinkers, they were doers. They didn't sit around and simply contemplate life. They put their ideas into practice and worked hard to become virtuous, wise, and disciplined. Embracing amor fati means accepting who you are, flaws, quirks, strengths, and weaknesses, and using that acceptance as a foundation for growth. It's not about trying to be perfect or pretending to have it all together. It's about recognizing your potential and committing to self-improvement. This could be improving your career, your fitness, your emotional intelligence, or your personal relationships. Women are naturally attracted to men who are on the self-improvement journey, not because they're trying to impress anyone, but because they are striving to be the best version of themselves. This dedication to growth is not only admirable, but it also makes you a better partner, friend, and person overall. So as you work on improving yourself, you naturally become more attractive, not just because of the progress you make, but because women are drawn to men who are genuinely invested in becoming better, more grounded versions of themselves. Be the calm in the storm. Lastly, let's talk about being the calm in the storm. Relationships are rarely smooth sailing. There are moments of tension, disagreements, and external pressures that can test the strength of any connection. But when you embody Stoic principles, especially amor fati, you become the steady, calm force that can help guide the relationship through the storm. When life throws challenges your way, whether it's stress at work, personal struggles, or relationship issues, you maintain composure. You don't let your emotions dictate your actions, and you don't let external chaos rattle you. This is incredibly reassuring for women. In times of uncertainty, they'll look to you for strength and stability. They'll feel secure, knowing that you can handle whatever life throws at you without losing your cool. This kind of leadership, calm, composed, and steady, is a powerful attraction factor. Section 4. The takeaway. So what's the takeaway here? The ancient Stoic secret of amor fati isn't about trying to manipulate anyone or put on a front. It's about living authentically, embracing who you are, flaws, imperfections, and all, and using that acceptance as a foundation for growth. When you start living by this principle, you naturally become more confident, more resilient, and ultimately more emotionally attractive. These are the qualities that will not only draw women to you, but also make them want to stay in your life. So how can you start applying amor fati in your life today? It starts with embracing whatever life throws at you, good or bad. Accept the challenges, the setbacks, and the triumphs, knowing that they are all part of your growth. Live with the understanding that every experience, no matter how difficult, is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. The more you live with this mindset, the more you'll find that not only will women be drawn to you, but everyone you encounter will appreciate the calm, confident, and emotionally resilient person you've become. So go ahead, embrace your fate, and watch as life and relationships transform for the better. If you found value in this content and you want to continue improving yourself, building stronger relationships and living a more Stoic-inspired life, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss out on more insightful tips that can help you grow into the best version of yourself. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get alerted whenever we drop a new video packed with life-changing advice. Leave a comment below if you've embraced any Stoic principles in your life, or share how amor fati has impacted you. I love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, and remember, your journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts right here. Stay tuned, stay resilient, and keep growing.